final part, guys, to completing our Jesus plushie. So this is going to be on the halo, and there's two different ways to do your halo, like the way an angel halo is, laying around, going around the circumference of the head, or standing up. And this is the yarn that I use right here, super bulky, size 6, and this is also going to be going over the heart and the sash. So this is super bulky, size 6 right here, velvet yarn. A discontinued color, but if you want this specific golden shade, you can get it on eBay or Etsy. Now I'm showing you right here with all size 6. Avoid touching the end tips where you cut, because it will split on you or it will fray on you. So this yarn is no exception to it. And it's very gorgeous yarn. It's very chunky too for size 6, and I absolutely love it. Again, discontinued color, but you can find it on Etsy or eBay. But there is a bright yellow, which I have all material links in the PDF. Now we're also going to be going over the sash and using chunky size 7. I'm using a burgundy color, if I said that word correctly there, burgundy color. I'm going to show you how to connect it using knots, and it's just like making a blanket. And now this first part of the tutorial, we're going to be going over the heart. So if you want to skip this part, because it is all arts and crafts, it is very much using glue and shaping a heart right onto the Jesus plushie. I thought this would be a sweet, perfect addition. Keeping all same colors here, just as the halo, it's going to be with the heart. And like I said, there is a bright yellow, which all materials in the PDF if you want the actual direct link. So we're going to be shaping the heart here. I'm going to show you how I do it. So I'm going to cut off that part where it was split. And I'm going to be taking my glue gun, and I am literally drawing with yarn here and drawing with my glue gun. This is how I figured to do it. You can surface crochet a heart, but I want this heart to be really small, so that's going to be really challenging if I was to surface crochet this heart. So I'm going to go and just use glue. As you see I'm doing here, I'm designing it by making 2 tight loops, like bunny ears we can call it. And that's it, guys. So I'm trying to design it first to see where I'm going to lay the glue, because once you lay the glue, it's like hard to come back from it. If you want to like redo it, you're gonna have to use some sharp scissors, and I have done this many times with like when I'm like doing the mouth for another plushie pattern. You just take sharp scissors, making like little bunny ears, we can say, and molding these 2 little bunny ears or loops real close together to shape the heart small. So lots of observation with this part right here. I'll let you go ahead and observe. Right after this, we're going to go on to the sash, and then the halo is the last part. And if you do want to skip this part, it's the 4-minute and 56-second timestamp. That is where we're going to be resuming with the sash. So here you go. I think it looks really nice. It just adds that extra touch to your Jesus plushie. And again, it matches with the halo. So that's what I love right there. So I'm just giving a visual here, guys. Look how nice that is. And so really fun. If you love arts and crafts, like I always try to get my tutorials to incorporate arts and crafts. The scissors, the gluing, including like the sewing, which the embroidering is like an extra element that, includes all this exploration right here. So now we're going to be doing the sash, guys, and we want a pretty good hefty amount of skein here. Let's be safe and let's have at least 23 yards, because it's going to take quite a lot. So it's just like making a blanket. We want a couple of inches tail, because we're going to be using that to connect and tie off when we're going to be connecting it right up on the back of our Jesus plushie. And you want to make 3 loops. So it's just like a blanket. We want to make these loops about 3 fingertips width. So I'm going to show you right here, about 3 fingertips width, 3 loops. And it's just like a blanket. So we're going to turn our foundation chain over. And we're going to be pulling loops now through the back stitches. So it's going to be really tight. So you're going to skip the first loop, because that's like our border stitch, not our border loop. And now you're going to feel for these tight back stitches. So there is one. You'll definitely feel for them. Just like massage your fingers to feel for these stitches right in the back. And I'm knitting this relatively tight, about 2 fingers width. So there's that loop that's hanging out that we skipped over. And then now I'm going to go over for one more back stitch. And I'm knitting this loop longer, again about 3 fingers width. So like a blanket, guys. So we have our 2 border stitches, our 2 side stitches. Those are going to be, that's creating the chain going up. And then we got one tighter knitting loop in the middle. So this is the second row. Skip over that first loop and then go ahead and knit the remaining 2 loops. And knit your side stitches, your border stitches, 3 fingers width. So now this is the third row, skipping the first stitch and then knitting the middle one about 2 fingers width, a little bit smaller, tighter, and then knit the last stitch longer, 3 fingers width. That's the border, that's the side stitch. Now here's the fourth row, going right back. And you're going to be repeating this as many times as you need to be able to wrap around your Jesus plushie. I do not count how many rows I do. And I also do this on purpose because it's completely unnecessary. You will know how many rows you need by holding this sash up against your Jesus plushie. So what I'm doing right here, I am measuring my sash up against my Jesus plushie. I did jump ahead, guys, just to keep this tutorial from being so long, but just keep knitting as many rows as you need. So I'm decreasing it right here. I feel like I went over. We just wanted to see that it's connecting. Both end tips are connecting. They are touching. We are good to go. Now I'm going to cut a couple of inches tail. You want to make sure you cut a good lengthy tail. And I'm taking this tail and weaving it from inside out or bottom up through all 3 loops. Giving a little bit of a tug here. Now we're going to be connecting our sash to come around our Jesus plushie. We're going to be connecting it right in the back. Now there is no rule or rhyme and exactly how I'm connecting it. I'm just trying to show how to connect the sash without any need for hot glue or sewing. I'm always trying to show multiple ways here. So I'm going over the arm, coming around, all the way around. His sash goes all the way around, comes down his arm. Adjust it, fix it, because you want to know exactly where to connect this sash. Now I'm taking the shorter end tail, the foundation chain tail, and weaving it down the side. And of course, I'm going to use a little bit of glue, guys, just all for security, just a little bit on the end tip. Because you see, I weaved it, and now it's just sitting there loose. Now I'm going to take a little bit of glue, and it's fabric glue, as I say. sewing it, hand sewing it, and press it, mold it. So that tail is taken care of. So it should be looking something like that. Now we got that long tail I said to cut, a good lengthy tail. I'm weaving it from bottom up through that side. And do you see what I'm doing here? I'm basically just weaving his tail through the end stitches right there, and then taking it to the other side, the other end, and weaving it through those top stitches. I'm zigzagging it, going back and forth here. You could be tugging too. That tugging is what's enclosing it, cinching it, securing it. So now right at the top end points, I'm trying to see here how I'm going to do it. So the whole point of this is to just connect both ends where it looks flush and like it's just continuing all around. So I'm taking my tail and weaving it through both top points, and then tugging to flush it more together, secure it tighter. Kind of struggling here, guys. Once you get it through, go ahead and tug. Now it should be looking something like this. The bottom should be looking something like this right here. And that's a cute little design right there. If you like that design, there you go. If you don't, you want a more flush, straight, continuous flow. Let me show you how I fix this. You're going to take this tail, so I'm tugging it. Now I'm going to loop it from behind, and then grab those two bottom points, those two bottom stitches, and pull that tail right through both stitches and be tugging. And so that is one way to help it all connect. It's all flowing one piece. Now, like I said, you should have cut a lengthy tail because we're going to be using this tail now to secure it, knot it, tie it down right behind our Jesus plushie. So make sure you are adjusting, you're fixing your sash, because once we tie it down on what stitch it's aligning with, it's pretty much stuck right there. So I adjusted, I fixed it over his shoulder, coming around my Jesus plushie at the bottom. Now I'm seeing it's this stitch right here. Weave the tail right under that stitch and basically just tie a knot. Just tie a good tight knot. Really be tugging and pulling and tie a knot. And then tuck in the remaining of the tail. Done. So one way to just, avoid any kind of gluing, if you want to stabilize your sash a little bit more in the front, you can take a little bit of dab of hot glue or fabric glue or hand sew it right up in the front where you want to stabilize it. And that's what I do with my first Jesus plushie. I want to stabilize that one a little bit more. But this one, I kind of leave a little bit more of a movable effect, where the sash is like movable right in the front, and it's just connected right here. So that one spot where it's connected, the sash will very much still be movable. So different ways to finish off the sash, the design. You can even probably not have connected it, and where the sash is completely removable. So I want to go ahead and give a look here. I'm fixing his hair. His hair is very movable because we just surface stitch right at the scalp part. And here you go, guys. So I'm loving this. If you don't want to do the halo, then you're done. Thank you so much. I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. And like I said, there are angels if you have not done the angels, or if you want to do the angels. But here is our Jesus plushie. So again, there's also, like, if you didn't connect the sash, and you can switch it up, there's the shepherd look, which is so sweet and perfect. Taking the rope, chunky brown yarn, to just tie it around the waist, so you can like switch it back and forth. But there you go, guys. So now we are going to be doing the halo, and I want to go and just show both of them here. One with the halo, one without the halo. I just love mine. couldn't get the hair color right, guys. Still, I was trying to go for like a medium brown and I just couldn't get it. But you can see the difference of how dramatic with the hair color. It can really change the look a little bit. But absolutely love mine. So now we are going to be doing the halo. And it's so simple. I'm just going to explain it all right now. You're basically making a foundation chain. So a couple of inches tail is fine. We don't want a long tail. Just a couple of inches tail, like 3 inches. I honestly just eyeball my tail, guys. And now knitting these loops, I would knit them tight still. Okay, so like a finger width, your index finger width. And we're making a long foundation chain. And you're gonna know how long of a foundation chain that you need by holding it up against your Jesus plushie head, if it's coming all around. Now, if you want the halo that's like an angel that's laying down, coming all around the head, so measure your foundation chain coming all around the head to see if it's connecting, then you're good. If you want it to be standing up the way I do it, then when you measure it up against your Jesus head, make sure it's coming down. Both end points are coming down to where the ears are. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So there's 2 different styles you can be doing right here. And I made this one a little bit different because in some pictures of Jesus Christ, he has like a bright light coming behind his head. So that's what the halo that's standing up is supposed to represent. It's like a bright light. So you want both of your endpoints to be coming to where your ears are. And I feel like mine is perfect now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off a couple of inches tail because we're going to be weaving this tail through the last loop, going from bottom up to secure it down. And make sure you tug to secure it down. And then again, we're going to be holding it right where the ear points are to see that if we need to remove any more, or you're just going to tuck in a hole punch right into the side of the plushie. And I'm going to go and show you. So we want it. So there's no glue that's going to be holding it up. It's going to be like movable. So I'm trying to get to stand up here, right up on the side. Pressing it down, and once you like where it's at, you're gonna basically just tuck in all the tail end and any excess loops that you did, any excess of the foundation chain that you did, you could just go ahead and tuck it all in and use a little bit of gluing to secure it in, and then a scrap piece of same color of yarn. You could use the hair color or the skin tone color, or you can tie a knot. So if you notice what I did, I pulled it right through, and then you could just tie that foundation chain, the halo foundation chain, right onto the side stitch and then tuck it in. As long as the hair strands are covering it, then you can get away with just tying on a knot. But I'm going to go ahead and just tuck it in. So I'm trying to get perfect alignment here. I want to push in this end point that's matching with the other end point, equal height, same distance, coming on the side of the head, like right where the ears go. And then before I do any tucking in, I'm just going to be adjusting it. I want it perfect. I don't want it like so pressed right up against the hair. I want a little bit of looseness to it. It's movable. No glue is going to be pinning it. I mean, you can use some glue or sew it so it's completely secured onto the hair. It's in that one spot and it won't move. But here I'm just trying to adjust it, guys. I'm just trying to get a perfect fitting. That's it. And then, like I said, I'm going to be tucking it in right under all the hair strands, but I'm going to use some glue to secure it. Now, because I didn't measure right, I have an excess amount of foundation chain that I'm going to be pushing in, and I don't really want that. So here I just snipped it off, and then now I'm tucking all this in. So very important that I do use gluing, because I just kind of just cut on that foundation chain and it could just start like unwinding, coming undone. But not if you use a little bit of glue right there, then you are fine. So this one right here, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to cut the excess tail, but I'm not going to cut right up on the loops. And I'm just going to tuck it all in. Here you go, guys. We are done with our Jesus plushie. So I just want to give a whole visual. And I hope you found this tutorial really helpful. It was easy to follow. Really enjoyable to make this one. I'm so glad I was able to do it. So again, if you did the sash or the rope look, it's either way, or the halo that's coming around the head like an angel, or that's standing up to like represent the bright light. Either way, either design is absolutely precious. So I'm just giving the whole look here. The hair strands coming down where I tucked in the halo. And if you layered your hair like I did with my first Jesus plushie, it's absolutely going to be hidden. So I really layered this one right here, and you can see the difference. It's way more fuller. It came out really beautiful. I absolutely love that one right there. And then this one, the hair is more straighter and it's just more simpler, not so full. But thank you so much, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this pattern as much as I did. Thank you again.
Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of myself.